What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Here we are with another reaction. In this one, I went to the Netherlands to see if I could live there. We got traveling with Kristen. Before we dive in, if you guys enjoy, please don't forget to smash subscribe, give the video a thumbs up. Also, if you like to support the channel by becoming a member, all you gotta do is hit the join button to receive your exclusive benefits. Let's dive in.
Like many people, I've dreamed of living in Europe someday, so I went on a
Respect.
mission to explore the Netherlands and see if I could actually live there. Over the next 2 weeks, I visited 10 cities, from modern hubs to historic gems, to figure out where I'd feel the most at home. Join me for part 1 of this journey as I share my tips and insights along the way that can help you with your exploratory trip. And make sure to subscribe to see all 10 cities I visit and where I decide to move to. Welcome to the Netherlands. So I had a great flight. I was able to sleep the whole time, so I'm feeling very refreshed. It's a beautiful day and it's just so nice to be back. You know, I came here the first time in 2013, and if you're looking for a place to live abroad, if you're trying to decide between places, one of the things that's helped me with narrowing down choices of places to travel or travel again is how I feel, like how my nervous system feels when the plane is landing and when I arrive to the airport. I always feel like so at ease and so calm and so happy and just really looking forward to my trip. I'm going to catch my train in a few minutes. We're going to go to Groningen, which I can't pronounce exactly the Dutch way yet, but that's okay.
That's cool.
Groningen. Groningen.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this exploratory trip, and let's go to our first destination. Groningen is about 3.5 hours northeast of Schiphol Airport, and I chose it because it's a bit less touristy than places.
That's a drive. I assume she got there by bus, but that's a distance.
Like Amsterdam. Okay, we're here. We have arrived at my Airbnb. I always like to stay at apartments or houses whenever I'm on an exploratory trip because you get a better sense of where the local people live and not just the hotels and touristy areas. So if at all possible, it's nice to do that. I'm in just a really quiet neighborhood outside of the center that's gonna give me the best feel for what the daily lifestyle is like here. So I think I'm just gonna chill here for a while. Day 1, take it easy, eat something, go walk around and explore a little bit until it gets dark, and then we'll see what we do tomorrow.
Oh,
The only way to get around the Netherlands, and especially Groningen, is
gotta go with the bike. Got to go with the bike. Hey, when in Rome, do as the Romans. When in the Netherlands, do as the Dutch.
bike. One of the reasons I love this country. One thing I read before I got here was that it's one of the only places where all of the bikes cross at the same time. So you've got a 4-way bike crossing at intersections.
That's so cool.
And I'm really glad that I read that first because I would have never expected that. Groningen is the largest city in the north, and it's actually referred to as the Amsterdam of the North. It's a university city with a younger crowd and residents from more than 120 nationalities. So far, my first impressions are that it's very, very quiet. I'm not in the center, but it's very quiet and peaceful, which I like, but is it too quiet? Right, so I just biked around the entire downtown in 10 minutes. It's 7:45 on a Saturday and everything is closed. Let's see what we can find something to do.
She out and about pretty early on a Saturday morning. I mean, I get up pretty early, but yeah, to be in a new place, out and about, starting the day pretty early. I think she's gonna go find some breakfast. Let's see.
I ordered some tapas at this cute little restaurant and chatted with the staff there who were also international students. After that, I headed back home to my Airbnb, and I have to say it was really chilly out, The cold weather is definitely something that will take some getting used to for me, being from Florida. And
Ooh,
although Groningen
I
is the
bet.
largest city of the north, it really has a village type feel and also lower housing prices than neighboring cities. I've been looking around for gloves because it's still cold out. It's like 40 degrees and they're like, no, it's summer collection, so nowhere sells gloves right now. Everything's closed anyway.
40 degrees in the summer. Nah. Mm-mm. No way. In the
Because it's Easter.
summer.
I didn't think about that. Oh well, I'll keep looking. On my last day in Groningen, on the recommendation of some local residents, I went somewhere called the EM2, which is an independent events venue that was also having a local outdoor market. It's a very unique place, complete with roaming farm animals. So it's my last day in Groningen. And I just wanted to reflect on my few days here and share some questions that you can ask yourself when you're on an exploratory trip somewhere to really solidify if it's a good place for you, if it's somewhere that you should dive into a bit more. So first question you can ask yourself is just generally, do you like it? Did you like it here? And I would say I did like it here, but we got to dig a little bit deeper to find out if it's actually a place for me, because there's lots of places that you can like, but do you love it? And I would say my first impressions were pretty neutral. I didn't feel like, wow, this is the most amazing place I've ever been, but I wasn't writing it off at the beginning either. I felt really curious about getting to know the place. Could you see yourself feeling energized living here? And I'd have to say not so much. I don't feel particularly inspired here. I don't feel particularly comfortable and at home. Another question is, can you easily find your people here? So do you feel like you could find good friends here, a good support system, a good community? And on this one, I'm a bit undecided. I did meet really nice people here each day that I was here. And so I do feel like the people here are very genuine, very grounded, and there could be some opportunities there to make really close friends here. If you work remotely, could you comfortably work here, run your business? For me, that would be a yes. I typically work from home, so I can almost work from anywhere. But you also want to look at the infrastructure. Are there like a lot of cafes, co-working spaces, restaurants, libraries, places that you could work out and about to get out of the house? And I didn't find too many co-working spaces here, but this is an area known for having really great coffee shops and cafes.
Crazy, because when I work at home, when I work from home, I never think about like getting out of the house. But I feel like that'd be a great option for sure for so many people. Just the ability to go to the cafe or the library, just get a change of scenery. Sometimes these four walls just feel like, gee, like depressing in a sense. There's some days where me and my wife are like, we've got to go somewhere. We don't even have to necessarily go out and do anything, but just we got to get out of this house. But for work, like I come in here, I have my office space in the house, and I just same space every single day. But I mean, I can't really record these videos in a cafe, so.
So there is no shortage of that. I feel like I could work pretty well here with high-speed internet and no interruptions. The Airbnb that I rented is so quiet, and that can be really difficult, especially in the Netherlands that's having a housing crisis, finding a place that is quiet and peaceful. I've lived in a lot of apartments, especially in Amsterdam, where you definitely hear your neighbors, you have people upstairs, and in this case, there is no one above me. Yeah, I really didn't hear neighbors or anybody while I was here, so I think that that would be okay. The next question is, would this city support your lifestyle goals like fitness, culture, dining, events, and music? Or do you feel like you would have to adapt too much to fit in? And being somebody who has traveled a lot and who lives in Miami, which is a city that has endless things to do, I do feel like I might feel a little bit stifled after a while. Like I don't know if there's enough culture here for what I'm looking for and what I'm used to. I asked a few of the locals, like, so what is there to do around here? And they just kind of looked at each other and said, not much. They were like, go to coffee shops, and I mean like real coffee shops, not the other coffee shops. I feel a struggle sometimes with wanting to be in a very quiet place, like almost isolated in nature, in the mountains, but then also living in a big city like Miami or Sydney, Australia, Vancouver, Canada, Amsterdam. It's kind of hard for me with that balance because I feel like I kind of want both. I like the high energy city atmosphere, but I also really value peace and quiet and nature and being able to decompress and relax.
I'm the exact same in the sense of I need the city life, but not a big city full of traffic. I can't go to country and be isolated. I need like a small city. I'm a small city guy, and that's just me.
Even out from all of that stimulation. And the last question is the most important, and that is, are you excited to explore more, or do you feel like you want to stay longer? So this is always a very telling sign. You want to have a lot of natural enthusiasm for wanting to stay in that place, but if you feel kind of like, meh, I feel like I'm ready to move on, then that's a sure sign that it's not a place for you to live long term. So there's so many places I've been where I felt like, wow, I really don't want to leave. I'm so comfortable here. I could stay here forever. Amsterdam is one of those places. Vancouver, Canada is one of those places. Miami is a place that I get sick of sometimes, but I always feel like I would want to go back there because it's so beautiful. The weather's great. But then there's also other smaller places like Biarritz in France or Cannes and Nice where I felt like, wow, it's such a beautiful place, and I'm just only scratching the surface being here for a week or so, and I really wanted to stay longer and explore those places longer. So in this specific scenario, I feel like I'm okay leaving today. I feel like there's more to do here. There were a lot of things that were closed because I was here over the Easter holiday, so that's actually something that I forgot about and is a really good tip to make sure that you are going someplace not during a big holiday or event, because you're not going to get the best representation of what daily life is like there on a day-to-day basis. So I do feel like I could spend a couple more days here, but I don't feel like I'm so in love with it here that I don't want to leave. So I'm really excited to go to my next location, which is the Hague.
Again, while a great city to visit for a couple of days, it seems like she enjoyed her time. It's not a city that she could see herself living in. I've heard great things about the Hague, which it looks like the next place that she's headed. I think she's gonna like it.
Hague and spend a few days there. Also check out some of the other smaller towns around that area before heading on to Amsterdam. So I'm really eager to continue the journey, and I think it's safe to say that we've established that this is not the place for me. The Hague is the third largest city in the Netherlands. If you're looking for a modern city with a large expat community, it could be for you. Okay, so after quite a long afternoon of travel, I have arrived in The Hague, and so far so good. I really like it. So I decided to stay in the center so that I could walk around this time instead of getting an Airbnb. Okay. And from this home base of The Hague, I'm going to be taking the train to other smaller towns in the area. So this could be my home base for the next 3 days. Although The Hague is the political capital of the Netherlands, it's surprisingly laid back. You get historic charm, modern neighborhoods, and even a beach, all within biking distance. Okay, it's my first full day in The Hague, and I'm so happy that the sun is out and it's nice and warm. I rented a bike, and I'm just gonna bike all around The Hague. I'm going to go to the beach and just see what I can see. Apparently the beach is only a 15-minute bike ride away, so I'm really excited to check out the neighborhood over there. I think it's called Scheveningen or something like that, and just enjoy a typical day in the life in The Hague. I must look Dutch because without fail, Every time I'm in the Netherlands, people ask me for directions. And I usually don't know the answer to their question, but I figure it out for them. Like,
riding that bike, and she like, I'm a look like a average Dutch citizen biking, getting to where I need to go. And it looks like she be riding around like with looking at her face, she riding around with confidence. She knows exactly where she's going. I can see people pulling her over. Hey, you help me find this place?
looking on Google Maps, or in this case, a gentleman was looking for places to park and wanted to know if it was allowed to park around here. And I really didn't know, but then I saw a parking sign, so I directed him to the parking sign. But yeah, it's kind of funny. So here I'm in Scheveningen. Scheveningen. Scheveningen? I don't know how to pronounce it.
How do you say it? Scheveningen. Scheveningen.
But this is a really popular neighborhood. It's one of the 8 districts of The Hague, and it's a really popular district to live. We've got lots of really nice big houses, probably some apartments here as well. Oh, I gotta listen to the pronunciation again, but don't hate on my Dutch. I haven't actually lived here, so I haven't learned the language yet. But once I put my mind to something, I'll do it.
I got you.
There's a restaurant for my hometown here.
Hey, Miami
But
Beach
it looks like
Grill
Dutch
restaurant.
food. Just a few minutes tram ride from the Hague Center, you'll find Scheveningen, which is one of the greenest areas of the city with over 350 acres of parks
Nature is the new nightclub. I love that
and
song.
nature spaces, as well as nice homes, schools, and at least 10 kilometers of coastline. Okay, we've made it to the pier, and it's giving me real, Jersey Shore vibes. I smell waffle cones, fried seafood, and there's a lot of seagulls around. I have a slight phobia of seagulls because I once had a seagull attack me in Porto, Portugal, to get a cod, like one of those fried cod sticks, out of my hand, and it was terrifying. Thing almost took my head off.
Imagine. Oh my days.
You can't really see too much from the boardwalk because there's all these restaurants and beach bars blocking the view. So we'll find a place to eat and check out the beach. The pier is also open 365 days a year, so you could enjoy summer or winter here, although it would be pretty cold in the winter. And apparently there's surfing here as well. Okay, so I just decided to sit at the first restaurant I saw because it's 3 p.m. and I'm so hungry. But it is a beautiful day out for the Netherlands. At least it's still a little bit cold for me, but it's nice and sunny. It's just nice to be out here at the beach. I feel like I'm on holiday. I think it would be a bit surreal to live here. I don't know if it's my vibe to put down roots here, but it's definitely a nice place to visit, and I have been pleasantly surprised by how much I like The Hague so far. I expected something different, but it's definitely a big city with a laid-back atmosphere. It's the 3rd largest city in the Netherlands, and there's a lot of parks, there's a lot of gardens, and it seems like although the downtown part is very much paved, the surrounding area has a lot of nature. Apparently, it's supposed to be a really good city for couples and families, and not so much single people. I don't know. I think you can meet people anywhere in the world, so I'm not too worried about that. Plus, it's very easy to get to other places from around here.
Oh, that look good.
It is so cold out here. I don't know how these people are doing it, but now I know why Europeans go to Florida in the winter and think it's warm. I'm going back home. Will I decide to move to The Hague? Subscribe to my channel to find out, because we have a few more episodes coming up with 8 more destinations to visit. Amsterdam, Utrecht, Delft, Dordrecht, and many more.
That's so cool. It seems like she did enjoy The Hague a little bit more than she enjoyed Groningen. All the cities that she's been in, I can't say it right either, looked very nice. All the places that she kind of got a view of, that food at the end. Chef's kiss, my days. Hopefully one day I get to come and visit the Netherlands for myself. That would be the ultimate goal. But uh, I need to build my funds up for that to happen. That's all we have. If you guys enjoy, don't forget to subscribe. Give it a thumbs up. Check out the next